Alright guys, so today we're in the Chinook. First thing we gotta do, some of you guys are flying and you don't know how to get rid of the beat, the tone. It's in the radios right here. So what I found on this particular map, it's these, it's the third one here, but they're different maps are gonna be different radio frequencies, I think. So what I do is I just pull all these buttons up right here, the radio, I just pull those up and that eliminates it. Alright, so today we're in the Chinook. And we are going to go do some hover practice. We've got a SEAL team waiting for us out in the water, and we're going to go join them. Oops. Now, I haven't spent a whole lot of time in the Chinook, so it's not going to be like, you know, masterful in hovering, but it gives you an idea. Alright, so we're going to...
Radar.
There we go. We're going to kind of gain our composure on this bad boy. Let's work our way out to it. So the Chinook is definitely a different beast. Let's get it out there. Let's go fly over the some terrain here so my computer can get acclimated to these graphics. Now I just got the Oculus Quest 3. I'm digging it for the most part. It does allow me to up my resolution on some aircraft. The Chinook, I'm still having to go pretty low on my resolution and on my pixel density within DCS. I don't know why it's made different than the Huey. The Huey, man, I can just about jack everything up and I get a smooth ass 36 frames per second, sometimes 72. It's smooth at 36, but you can see a difference in 72. But I am 100% satisfied at 36 frames per second. So the Chinook though, the OH-58, they wear on my system a little bit more than I'd like, and I get some stuttering here and there. I'd have to turn everything way down for that, and that's what I'm doing in the Chinook today, turning things way down so that I can make it flyable. Graphic-wise, you know, it's not the prettiest thing for me to see in the headset. It records different. What you're actually seeing in the video is a lot crisper than what I'm seeing in my headset, but it's definitely flyable. And in VR, you know, it's a give and take at the moment. I guess technology hasn't quite got there. All right, so here we are. There's my SEAL team out in the water there. We're going to do some hover practice. We do have some wind coming at us, so it might be some turbulence down at the water level. We'll work on it. Alright, so I'm working my way in the Chinook. If you haven't started flying the Chinook, be prepared for a learning curve. It's different, man. You have to understand that you have two props. The way I see it is I pretty much try to control the front prop blades with my power management. It's not a collective, they call it power control or power management, I believe. So it's a little bit different. So here we are. Here's the Navy SEAL team out in the water. Let me get my bearing here. And again, I got the wind coming right at the nose, the bow of their raft there. So it's pretty damn windy. I'm going to settle in right about here somewhere, and I'm going to hover. We're going to do just a quick hover. Let me drop tell the engineer to drop the ramp. We're dropping that ramp. I got it hotkey to my USB mini device. Alright, so here's where that wind is going to catch me. I'm going to just get in position right here. I'm going to, let me put my nose into it a little bit more. So nose into the wind there. Then I'm going to shuffle it up just a bit. I want to keep these guys right in my window here. Alright, so I'm really just going to try to maintain, there's that wind. I'm going to maintain right here, a nice little hover. I feel that wind pushing me back. Now I'm flying in VR, I've got a base shaker. I got one under my pedals, one under my seat, one attached to the cyclic, and one attached to my collective. In this case, it's the power manager thing. So I can feel the vibrations, and I got a 5-point harness, so I can feel the vibrations all the way through my rig and through my chest because of the harness. So I get a good feel of what's going on. All right, so here I'm going to just stay hovering right about here. I'm keeping the raft kind of in that window. I'm looking at, I'm not really setting my eyes at any one particular thing. Especially out here in over the water, man, it's easy to get disoriented because it doesn't look flat. It looks like it slopes up, and of course the ground's moving, so it's a hell of a optical illusion for you. Alright, so I need to quit talking so I can focus. That wind is a beast right here, man. I think it's about 10 knots or so is what I set it in the mission editor. So here we are, that's a hover. And I'm keeping real easy on the controls. Nothing really crazy. I'm trying to do everything just... I'm going up and down here now. Seesawing. Yo-yoing. Alright, so here we go. I'm good about right here somewhere. I'd like to be a little bit lower. Alright, so I'm good right about here. I'm going to just kind of maintain, wiggling my toes, wiggling my fingers, trying to stay calm, relaxing, breathing. And the Chinook holds a hover pretty good because it's such a heavy aircraft. It's not going to be tossed around all too much. It's huge momentum, so you have to understand that everything's a slow process. You make it, you tell it to do something, then you have to wait for it to react. So I'm going to drift out to the front of it. I'm going to do a hover with that wind coming at my side, at my starboard side. I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to try to keep that just as a reference point. I'm going to keep that raft. I'm going to keep that raft right in my window here. And again, I'm just going to kind of keep my eyes moving. I'm not really looking at any one thing. So that's a pretty good hover right here. I'm not really going to time my hovers. I'm just going to feel like I'm confident. I've got that. I can hold this for a bit. I'm good. I feel like I'm in the zone, in the groove right here. All right. Let's move over to the other side. Now again, I'm just doing hovers. Hover, just a standard hover practice. Now the wind's at my tail end, so I got to fight that a bit. I can definitely feel it kicking my aircraft. Holy shit, man. That wind is a beast. All right, come on. Here we go. Let me back it up a bit. I'm going to try to keep that son of a gun. Come on, baby. Back up. Back up. Easy does it. I'm just backing up. See how much right rudder I've got? Just to keep it straight. All right, I want to try to keep that raft in the window there. Just off my 10 o'clock here. All right, so, and look how much right rudder I've got to give it just to keep it pointing this direction. Holy cow. I can feel it, man. I'll tell you, in VR, Jesus, you can feel it. All right, so I'm just gonna sit here for a minute just to make sure I feel like I got my groove on. I feel like I got my groove on. All right, let's do the same thing on the back where we have the wind at our port side. Shove it over. See if I let go of that right rudder, look what it does, yeah. See, that wind's catching me, kicking me the other way. All right, so we're gonna put the we're gonna put the raft right in my window here. Come on down a little bit, baby. Whew. Gotta remember to breathe. All right, and again, we're super low. We're probably 10, 15 feet off the water. So I'm gonna put that SEAL team right there in my window. And I'm just going to hover right here for a second. Feel like I got a good control over it. Again, I'm wiggling my toes, not forgetting to wiggle my fingers, trying to be easy on everything. Alright, let me focus. This one's kind of getting away from me. Try not to watch the water, the waves, man, because it gets me, it hypnotizes me. Alright, so here we are. And again, I'm keeping my eyes moving. There's them boys. Alright. Let's do a nose in. I think they call it hover about the nose, which means that I'm going to keep my nose pointed at the raft, and I'm just going to hover around it 360 degrees with my nose pointed at it. Now again, I'm contending with that wind, so it's not going to be pretty. But I'll do the best I can to give you an idea of what that's about. Alright, let me back up some so I have some room to play. Alright. Controlling my power. Watch my controls. Watch how I use my controls. Alright, so let me... I'm a little bit higher than I like, but We're gonna try it. All right, so we're gonna do about the nose, hover about the nose. If I'm gonna go to the right, I'm gonna give it left pedal, left rudder pedal, and right cyclic. So left pedal's going in. I'm gonna gently right cyclic. Move my cyclic to the right. I'm farther than I want to be from it, but I'm all right with it. Just to give you an idea, so left rudder, right cyclic, watching my power management. This is not pretty, but you're getting the idea. All right. Woo, drifting, that wind. Whew. All right, let me breathe. It's intense, man. In VR, holy shit, it's intense. All right, so again, left rudder, cycling to the right. Easy, easy, easy. If I was not over the water, I wouldn't be so freaking tense. You know, I'm trying to maintain my calmness. All right, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let me focus. Jesus. All right. That was ugly. And you know what, though? It's harder to go to do the, to hover to the right than it is to the left. All right, guys, I'm awfully close to you. All right, well, maintain. Oh, I was in the water. I can feel that. I heard it and I felt it. All right, so here we are. Ain't that some crap, man? This base shakers. I felt that water hit. I think I was in the water. I don't know if I felt something, so I'm assuming it's the water. I've hit the water before, and I think that's what it feels like. All right, so now we're gonna do it to the left. Woo, that wind got me. Yep, that wind got me. I'm telling you, you can feel that. All right, so I'm gonna do about the nose to the left. So this time I'm gonna give it way more right rudder. Right rudder, left cycling. Cycling to the left. It goes much easier to the left. So again, I'm maintaining my power. Everything is kind of, I'm anticipating what the aircraft is going to do by just looking out. I'm not watching my gauges. I'm not one of those guys that watches gauges. I probably should, but I don't. I just look out the window and kind of react. So again, this is ugly, but you know, I'm over the water. It's windy, and the Chinook is a big mofo. So that is a turn about the nose to the left. I would try to demonstrate a turn about the tail, but man, it's tough to do on ground when it's not windy. So today's windy. I got no reference point out here in the water, so I'm just not going to do that one. But basically, it's the same thing, except instead of your nose being at your target, your tail end is at your target. So you're kind of turning blind. That's why you would have an engineer or a crew chief that would guide you. But let me move over one more time to give these boys a shout out. All right, Navy SEAL team, check it out. Check out that raft. It's cool. So this is a simple mission that I created. I basically just got a raft from the sea, from the vessel's raft, put it in the water, and then the divers, I think they're in the same category as the ships, and then just kind of plop them down where you want, and then just go find them. All right, we're gonna make our way all the way out of here. We're gonna head back to the base. I hope you guys, kind of nothing else, you got some insight on hovering. You gotta practice, man. It does not come easy. I would suggest you get into maybe a Huey. Huey's the easiest one to, well, for me, because the graphics are so good. It's so clean. It's so smooth. There's no stuttering. It's just smooth. So it's a lot easier to fly the Huey because of that. So it's easier to learn in the Huey.
Radar.
Roger that. All right.
Searching. Radar.
All right, gotcha. All right, so on the way, I'm going to do a handbrake turn here at the end. I love doing that in the Huey. Whoops. That didn't go right. All right, let me fix that. So, yeah, the Chinook, whew. You don't fly it like you fly the Huey, for sure. It's not very much rudder pedal input when you're flying. When you're hovering, of course, but when you're flying like it's a cross between, I feel like it's a cross between an airplane and a helicopter. It really just wants to go straight, but if you use too much rudder, man, you're everywhere. So you kind of have to anticipate. I'm just going to do that handbrake turn right about here. I'm going to land right there. So pull back on the stick, left rudder, push down on the power because I don't want it to climb on me. I'm watching what I'm doing, feeling it, pushing in on the power. And then right about here, I'm going to recover. So I'm coming back with the power, push nose down some, get some level. All right, that wasn't the prettiest thing, but it kind of gave you an idea. I'll practice some more on that, and then I'll create a video because I love doing that freaking handbrake turn or a J turn or a handbrake turn. I used to call it a J turn, then I heard somebody call it a handbrake turn, so that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna park it right there in that dirty spot. See if I can do it. Coming in too fast. I don't like my side picture. Oh, but I recovered. Recover. There we go. All right, guys. So I hope you liked it. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's see if I can put it on here while I'm talking. I appreciate all the effort, guys. If you guys want to buy me a cup of coffee, there's a donation button down there in the details. I appreciate all the support, man. And if there's a video or of some type, and touchdown. If there's a video of some type you want me to create, whoops, there's that power management. All right, so see if I can save it. No, I didn't save it. Yeah, my hand gets, there we go. My hand controller gets stuck sometimes if I don't disengage and it reacts. All right, guys, so I hope you liked the video. Like, share, comment, tell your friends about it. Let's get engaged, man. Let's talk. If there's some kind of video you want me to create, let me know. I'll see what I can do. All right, guys, have an awesome day. See ya.